What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Sistas in Crime with Shy and Toy. I am Shyness, short for Shamia.
And I'm Toy, short for Latoya.
And welcome back to another episode, y'all. So today, first and foremost, I want to thank y'all for following. Our followers have increased on all our platforms, so we're really excited about that. Also, our TikTok views have increased drastically, so thank y'all for your support. You can watch all of our little clips on there where, people that don't like to watch a long video, you can see our little clips or whatever on Instagram and TikTok. We're both on both platforms. So thank y'all so much for tuning in today. So today we are covering a case out of Lancaster. So some people say Lancaster. I say Lancaster,
Country
South
folks say,
Carolina. Yeah,
because I'm country, I say Lancaster.
I say Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Yeah, but it's like an argument. Like it's Lancaster, it's Lancaster,
No,
whatever.
I
It
said what I
doesn't matter.
said.
Y'all, today we're covering the case of David Adam Pate. Now, David Adam Pate mugshot went viral worldwide. And we're gonna pull it up in a minute. And some of you, if you're really like a true crime fanatic like we are, there is no way you have not seen this mugshot. Cause when I found out about the case, I saw the mugshot and I was like, I know I've seen this before. Very disturbing. Very disturbing. Like
Disturb my
between the
spirit.
text. Yeah. I was just like, whew, I had to hurry up and click out because like she said, it's very disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
But David was actually charged with murder. He was charged and convicted of murder, which is, of course, typically that's what we're covering, murder. Of so-called friend, it was just a so-called friend of his, which was David. So we're gonna get into the case, y'all. Like we say every week, please go get a drink or whatever you like to do when you relax, a snack. Make sure it's legal, okay?
Yes.
Make sure it's legal. If it's not, whatever, just don't tell us about it.
We ain't
Okay?
condoning that.
I'm not condoning that.
You
No.
will not have 12 in the feds looking for us.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So we're gonna get into the case. So my sister's gonna take over and just start us off. This is not a long case because honestly, there's not any background on David, or anything like that, or we just know about the case and the circumstances behind it, and just him in general. Like it's very disturbing. But we're gonna get into it, y'all. All right. So my sister's gonna start, and then we're just gonna piggyback off each other.
Yes, so as my sister said, no background on David Adam Payne. We just know he's from Lancaster, South Carolina. Basically, he killed a man by the name of Ricky James back in 2013. So apparently, now I see some reports saying that, Ricky was a friend of David. I don't know how true that is because when we get into the details, it just doesn't seem like they would be acquaintances.
Yeah.
But he lured he lured Ricky into the woods with wine before, stabbing him 39 times. He told his mother, and I don't know the extent of the relationship with the mother. I couldn't find anything on that, but apparently she does not condone his shenanigans because he told his mother, and his mother then told police that he enjoyed stabbing Ricky. Ricky was a 33-year-old man at the time, and at the time, David was like 24, 25. He said he enjoyed stabbing him. He remembers everything, and he made a point to remember because he enjoyed it. Real sick person,
Disturbing.
You'll see just how to dump Ricky's body in a creek. But about a month later, some children, two different reports I found, basically children were in the woods. One report says that they were looking for a lost dog. Another report says they were playing in the woods and they stumbled across the body. I immediately felt so bad for them children because I know they are traumatized. Like
probably a vision they probably replay every day that they cannot shake at all. I can't imagine.
At all. Because even me at my grown age, that's nothing I would be able to shake or get over. It'll be like, therapy. I mean, I tell people all the time, do therapy whether you're good, do therapy if you're bad. Like everybody needs therapy, but this right here, this
Mhm.
would like.
Yeah. Like
So
I felt so sorry for those babies. I was like, I cannot imagine.
right, right. But it was like there's no drama with this case. There was no mystery as to who was behind this. They ran the DNA. The DNA linked it directly to David Adam Pate. And his family told police that, that night he was covered in blood and even attempted to burn his clothes. Now, when they say attempt, to me, that means he was unsuccessful in doing so. I don't know if the family stopped him or what happened, but he attempted to burn his clothes. He wasn't hard to find because he was already in jail at the time. By the
Mm,
time the body was discovered, he was already locked up because he was arrested for disorderly conduct just 2 weeks prior to Ricky's body being found.
mm,
Ricky was in the woods exposed to the elements for a period of about a month before those children found him. And when interviewed and questioned by police, he said he just wanted to cut his daggone head off. So I used a knife like the one Michael Myers used in Halloween. Sir, what?
yeah. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
What?
Yes.
Now, mind
Insane.
you, he was no stranger to police because he had a lengthy prison sheet. He had served time before for burglary and some other crimes that he started
Mhm.
committing at the age of 17. That's the
Yes.
only tidbit that kind of connects to his background and his upbringing. We don't know, I said, any kind of relationships with mom, dad. We don't know. I didn't even see a date of birth. They just said at the time when the
Mhm.
crime happened in 2013 when it
13.
happened, he was like 24, 20,
Yes.
24,
He
25.
was 24, yeah.
That's all I know. So
Hmm.
and of course he was already there, but he was interviewed by police, and it was really open and shut. But I'm gonna let my sister get into the remaining details of the case.
Yes. So there's not, like we mentioned, there's not a lot of background about this case. You can see little clips here and there on YouTube. Really, what's one of the most viral clips you will see, it's mainly two of them. One is when he's being questioned by police. That is a very disturbing questioning. I've watched questionings before, and this is probably the most disturbing I have witnessed.
Yes.
I'm just keep it real. Y'all can go watch that if you want. But I think the courtroom scene is very moving because two of his brothers spoke out. One brother, was very calm and just said, Ricky, which was the victim, Ricky, was a good guy, and everything. Didn't bother anyone. It was just when he had alcohol, which, like my sister mentioned, that's how David was able to lure him into the woods with wine. So he said when he would have wine and drink alcohol, he became too trusting, So unfortunately, that led to him, being murdered. But so in the questioning, I think the thing that stuck out to me the most was his, like, he was just so like thrilled and so excited about what he had done. He was just like, yeah, like I took a knife that looks like the one
Yeah.
Michael Myers had, and he was just like so like happy and
Remorseless.
jovial about it. I was like, sir, you murdered somebody. You know what I mean? And it was violent, like
Mm.
violently murdered someone. So, so like my sister said, how they caught up with him, they questioned his mom, and he had admitted to his mom that he had killed this man. And basically, they were able to, get his DNA, and they were able to prove because he was covered in blood that they just needed the DNA testing, well, the DNA test to come back. So currently, he is serving a life sentence in prison. After the murders, they went and searched his home. They found about 20 masks and they found about 20 knives. Some were bought knives, some were homemade knives, but they found all of this in the home, unfortunately. Now, not too much on the gang, but he was gang affiliated. We're not gonna touch on that, okay? Because I'm a soldier of the Lord. So I'm not
Amen.
gonna touch on that.
You see these
So
cross earrings? We in the army of the Lord.
yes.
We ain't doing
So
that.
David went viral, like I mentioned, probably the world's famous mugshot. That's what they're calling it, the world's famous mugshot. David has a tattoo on his upper brow that says Satan. Okay. He has tattoos on his face. Like, it looks like spiders to me. I can't really tell because some of the tattoos are worn and, and I just like, it's kind of like undetectable, kind of what it is. But they look like spiders. He has his gang symbol on his neck. And I think the most triggering, disturbing part is this man has his tongue split and he sticks it out. So this is not the first time I've seen a man or anybody with their tongue split. Typically, when I've seen it, it's someone who's locked up for like murder or something very, very, here we go. Something very, very disturbing. They've committed a very disturbing crime. But yes, here he is. As you can see, like I said, he has Satan on his brow. It looks like a spider.
Look at the
Yeah,
tongue. That's what freaks me out more than anything.
Yeah, the tongue. I just want to know that looks done in a kitchen. That looks like that was done in the kitchen.
Well, they said he had it surgically split, so I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean he went to a doctor to have it done. He obviously these tattoos look like they was done in the kitchen, so whoever he did, he definitely didn't go about this the right way. It looks. Ugh.
It doesn't look right. Yeah.
This is supposed to be a spider, I think. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Like,
yeah, that looks like a spider, and then he has like the same spider, I think, on his neck. Not really sure what the tattoo in between the brow is.
it's the symbol of that gang he's in.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Not too familiar with that.
Yeah. He even got tattoos on his eyelids. I'm just not seeing that. I don't know if y'all can
I didn't
see.
catch that either.
He has tattoos on
It
his
says
eyelids.
fear. Does that say fear?
Looks like this one says fear. This one, it looks, I can't see it. This one is very much cut off, but this one looks like it says fear.
I know that hurt because
he has teardrops over here, so, and then one right here. So y'all know what they say about teardrops. That means that you killed someone. So we only know about Ricky James. Like, have you killed somebody else?
Yeah. But yeah, y'all, that's his mugshot. So, I'm glad he was in prison when they found out that he was the suspect, because he was actually planning to do this again. He was expressed that he enjoyed it so much he was ready to do it again, and I'm so thankful he was in prison or jail when. But I think one of the most emotionally triggering parts is you can watch the court. Two of Ricky's brothers actually spoke in court. And one brother, was detailing, like I mentioned earlier, he was just too trusting when he had alcohol. And he stayed very calm. But the second brother, I forgot his name, y'all, he went off. And I said, that broke my heart, because I could tell both brothers were hurt, but like it hit him. And he was just like swinging in the air. Like, but I could tell, like, I'm gonna just keep it real. I could tell if they gave that man 2 minutes in the room with David, because David was, the whole time they were describing the whole time Ricky's brothers were, sharing, sharing their, their testimony about their brother. Like, David was laughing. He had a smirk on his face, like he was proud of it. He thought it was funny. And I said, if they would have gave that man 2 minutes in a room with him, I'm pretty sure he would have knocked that smile off his face.
Absolutely.
And rightfully so, because how dare you? You've killed their brother in such a gruesome way, and you're laughing, have a smirk on your face in the courtroom. Like,
if it was me, listen. Listen.
Yeah.
I would have tapped that.
Yeah, they should have definitely. I would have advocated for him to at least get a few swings in.
I would have been like that dude who ran like a Giselle and jumped that bench on that judge.
Right.
I would have ran up there so quick. And not
Right.
that because what my brothers, I don't know, like I'm my brother's keepers, all of them. I go to
Of course.
war behind my brothers 10
Of
toes down.
course. Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
love my sisters, but it's just different. The connection
Yeah.
with a sister and a brother, like y'all know,
Yeah.
they always say like sisters overprotective of brothers and da 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 da. And brothers,
Yeah.
vice versa, brothers be overprotective of sisters. Listen, I will
Yeah.
be on the news so fast
Yes.
because this was disgusting.
Yeah. It really, and my heart goes out to the family. So like we mentioned earlier, there was some children that found his body. Now, David indicated that he had tied Ricky up with a rope from his neck to his ankles so that he could drag his body away from the stabbing site. But he said he was too drunk and tired to continue, so that's why he had dragged his body near the creek, which is where the kids had found his body.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's not, like I mentioned, he's not the first murderer. Actually, I was just watching his case. What's his name? Nico Jenkins, I think that's his name. He also got his tongue split. I think he went viral too because on TikTok, him too. He's the one where, like, when you're staring at him and then when you're like the memes are like
Oh
when you
yeah.
stare at him and you turn and he turns to look and
He
you
killed
turn away
somebody
really
for looking at him the wrong way or something
quick.
like
Yes,
that. The
for
dog got,
that.
but it's
Yeah,
actually I've seen that several times. The little tongue split is actually common, especially
yeah,
among those who like worship Satan and stuff like that. They want their
yeah,
tongue to look like a serpent's. So
yes,
it's not that rare. It
yeah,
just was, I guess, the crime, and then they took the mug shot and went viral, and you can see the evil in this man.
yes. Now, another disturbing part for me was the fact that after Pete was arrested, after David was Pate, I'm sorry, after he was arrested, he actually blamed the victim for the murder. He said that it was actually his fault that he was murdered because why would you go drinking and go in the woods with someone that looks like him, you know? And I was like, how dare you? Like,
It's
how
messed
dare
up
you?
what he said, but I definitely ain't going nowhere with him. And that's not to
Yeah,
blame the victim. That's not to
yeah,
blame, because my thing is, this is a very serious topic, and I'm trying to make it a little
yeah,
bit light because this is
yeah,
some heavy material. But
yeah,
me being me, bro, I ain't talking to you. I'm not
yeah,
shaking your hand. I ain't doing
yeah,
none of that. You
yeah,
clearly a Satan worshiper. Now, a lot of times people change, become rehabilitated, whatever, turn their life over to Christ, and then you just got all this stuff on you ain't know you can do about. It's like a couple people like that going around on social media. Cool, we can chop it up all day. But you looking like you looking, and your eyes are just soulless,
yeah.
just black,
His
empty.
yeah, yeah.
I ain't
I'm
going
all
nowhere
about
with
eyes, and let me tell you that that is disturbing. It looks lifeless. He looks possessed.
you. Yeah,
I'm gonna just keep it real. Like
yeah,
he is a psychopath, but I'm gonna take it a little further. He looks like he's possessed. He looks like
demonic, very
someone
demonic.
else is controlling him.
Y'all
Yeah.
seen them? We just showed y'all. Y'all seen them eyes? They ain't got no color. They just.
But unfortunately, there's not a lot of. I wish there was some background on him because I want to know, sir, how the hell did we get here? Like,
Me
what happened
too.
to you in
Somebody
your
need to do
past?
that.
Yeah, what happened to you? Like, why are you this way? Like,
Child, the world may
so
never know.
yeah, but yeah, he is currently behind bars. I do not know. I tried to look up where he was housed. Unfortunately, South Carolina, if he's still in South Carolina has their inmate search website down. So we're not able to
It's been down for a minute.
search. Yeah, so
Which is
unfortunately,
shady because I need to
yeah,
revert back to my morning routine and looking to see who got arrested over the weekend on Mondays. Y'all need to go ahead and get that fixed. And did need to get that fixed because I need to see what happened over the weekend when I get to work on Monday morning. Y'all been
yeah,
down for like a year and a half, 2 years. What's up?
yeah,
The
but
money ain't money.
I
What's the
guess
governor name? What's his face? I can't stand him.
The one who says the one Mark no, not Mark
no,
shoot.
that
Yeah.
old man.
We don't
Yeah,
pay
I
much
promise.
attention to him, so
I mean, Henry McMaster. Bruh, what's up? What the money? You can't
yeah.
get the site back up?
No. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. When COVID happened, McMaster, he was saying we call it a beauty shop or the shop.
Yeah.
He was trying to say beauty parlor, and he kept saying beauty parlor.
Like just old country redneck man, like
Oh,
just old, like
needs
he
to be
like
at home.
he remind me of that Cat Williams skit where Cat Williams was talking about I forgot who he was talking about, somebody running for president, talking about they too old to be president, they gonna be looking like, where's the army?
It's too funny.
But no, for real, y'all, South Carolina jail system been down for over
Yeah,
like almost 2 years, and we want
yeah,
to know why. They
yeah. I really
allege
want
that it's hackers. I don't know if I believe that,
to. I don't believe that.
but y'all lucky because I'm nosy like that. I used to be in their
Yeah,
business, seeing some
yeah.
old classmates and things.
But no,
Then they
I unfortunately,
sending text messages out to friends like, "Girl, you seen such and such up there on California Avenue got arrested over the weekend."
I will look somebody up. Like I will. I'll look somebody up, but like you, no, ma'am.
Yeah, my girl, that was part of my morning routine. I come in, I send out my daily motivational emails to the team, and then
Right.
I immediately get on the jail website,
Yeah. Yeah.
go through the weekend arrest, and then I start my day.
But
Y'all done
yeah,
messed me
honestly,
up.
that's the case of David. Unfortunately, since till this day, David has not offered an apology to Ricky's family. As of right now, he has not offered an
Yeah,
apology or spoken to the family in any way. So,
I will say, just make note, prosecutors wanted the death penalty. But I guess because he pled guilty, there wasn't a trial. I guess because he pled guilty, they gave him the option of doing life in prison. But the prosecutors wanted the death penalty because the judge said that he was senseless, remorseless, and emotionless, and
mm-hmm.
they were like, "This is a very evil man. He showed no remorse." Like my
Yep.
sister said a minute ago, he was like smirking, almost laughter at how the
Yeah.
brothers were reacting to the death of their brother. Very
Yeah.
disgusting behavior. And I don't support capital punishment, but this is one case I would have turned the other way.
Do what you got to do.
Because if that's going to keep everybody else safe.
Yep.
But unfortunately, I hate that we can't find anything about his stint in prison because I want to know how he been acting behind those walls.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's gonna like if he gets the opportunity, he's gonna kill again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they
Yeah.
got him in solitary. I don't know what they doing, but you can't find nothing on his
Mm-hmm.
jail, stuff or whatever. But yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's David, y'all.
But great job to the investigators putting the pieces together. They really didn't have to work hard
It
on
was
this
they
one.
didn't have to do nothing.
They didn't have to do what?
It was drunk. So this is very
Yeah.
sloppy. All they did was ran the DNA. They run the DNA. Well, we ain't gotta go nowhere. He here.
Yeah. He was.
Let's
It's
go down the hall
whatever.
and talk to him. Like
Yep.
this is when I really was not excited to do because I don't care nothing.
No.
Like he's a white supremacist. I don't care nothing about that. Like for real, for real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. When I saw the title, I said, "Oh, I already know what type of
yeah,
you
I
know."
don't be on that type of time. I don't support that type of stuff. But because it was very viral because of that picture, it was a good
Right.
one to do. And then we're trying
Right.
to give y'all varied times because sometimes ours go over an hour. They get right at an
Yeah.
hour. So we're trying to, where we can, give you a variety.
Right. Now, but when I saw him, I was like, for the fact this man so boldly tattooed Satan on his
Mhm.
head, that let me know everything I needed to know
Yeah,
about him. I'm just sorry.
yeah. And I don't care nothing about him.
Yeah.
Bye, David.
Yeah, you where you need to be. And many prayers to the family still. I know it's been some time that has passed, but nothing heals your heart from death. Nothing.
At all.
God can give you peace every day and you pray for peace. But that hurt you carry, especially something like this when not even that if he was remorseful, that would, help the family. Like it has nothing to do with him being remorseful. What I'm saying is for the fact that, you know, their family member is gone and, you know, was murdered in such a gruesome way. Thinking about that, you know, you think about your last moments with your family member and everything like that, and just really just unnecessary, you know, wishing you could go back in time. And, you know, ain't no telling, you know, how they feel. And, you know, knowing this person is still on this earth and doesn't even care, just, I pray I never have to go through it. So many, many prayers to the family. I hope they're doing well, you know, and I hope they found peace. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Final
But yeah,
thoughts?
that is all. Discuss the individual. I know we keep reiterating that. Discuss the individual. Sir, I have to know what happened to you or why you're like this. I really want to know. But that is all I have, y'all. This was a good short. It was a short one. I'm glad we had a very long one last week, so I'm really happy that, you know, we kept this one very short. So please tune in next week for another episode of Sisters in Crime with Shine Toy. Also, you can find our after show called the Shine Toy After Show, where we discuss current events between celebrities, things in the news, different stuff like that. Just a way for the people who don't enjoy crime shows, because it's not everybody's cup of tea. I get it. Another way for someone else to have something else they can watch on our channel. So y'all, we will be back next Thursday. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Is there anything else, sis? Did I cover everything?
Covered everything. See y'all next
Okay.
week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.